Needless to say, the coronavirus has had a profound effect on each and every one of us. There's an old Yiddish expression, man tracht und Gott lacht. Man makes plans and God laughs. So many of our plans had to be altered. Amongst those whose plans would totally run awry were those of high school seniors who were supposed to graduate this June. Their overseas trips, their prom nights, their plans for the summer, indeed their plans for the fall were all affected. And senior week in Ocean City is not much of an experience if you have to social distance. These were all plans that our children anxiously look forward to. They'll get over it. They'll go on with their lives. But there was one event that we knew for them was irreplaceable. Every year on one Shabbos, we salute our high school graduates who are children of members of Beth Tfiloh. Forget the senior trip and the senior week and the senior prom. I know it is this that our seniors look forward to most. But thanks to the miracle of Zoom, we're able to give these children the proper recognition they deserve. And even better, they can get recognition in a way that they would not have been able to on Shabbos. Joining me and telling you about our children is someone who knows our children best. She helped raise, nurture, educate, and when necessary, even tolerate our children. I, as a parent and grandparent, I, as dean of the school, know better than most of what she puts into making our children the mention they are as they finish their high school years. So I present to you Dr. Schorr, and as I call off the names of each of the seniors, she will tell you something about them. Ilanit Abraham, daughter of Sherry Herman and stepdaughter of Lane Herman.
My Ilanit, along with my gorgeous Ella, two gorgeous girls, came to my door to pay a Shiva call, and I'll never forget it, with masks on, of course. This is a young lady with a heart, really, the size of Texas. Not only a two-sport varsity athlete in volleyball and basketball, but also a member of APAC Book Club, National Honor Society, and the Rocketry Club. How fortunate Florida State University is to have you, Eleni.
Josh Adelstein, son of Michael Adelstein and the late Janine Adelstein.
This is an actor, a lead in BT's production of The Hunchback of Notre Dame. Josh has been involved in all of our productions and a member of the Cappies. He's involved in the Russian Club and in Paws, which takes care of our animals. And he was the co-chair of the literary magazine. This is a child who's been through adversity and came out shining, and he'll be at Towson State University.
Herschel Barnstein, son of Dr. Richard and Joanne Barnstein.
A valued member of the literary magazine, the Rocketry Club, NTARC, a volunteer at the firehouse, and a very, very fortunate member of the University of Maryland.
Stephen Barron, son of Michelle and John Barron.
A young man that came to us a little bit later, but I know him through the Hebrew school where he was a shining star. He's been actively involved in BT sports and our basketball team and tennis team, where he was the team captain. In addition, he's on the yearbook staff and on the admissions committee, and University of Maryland Business School is lucky to get him.
Ava Cohen, daughter of Ivan and Melissa Cohen.
Ava has been a Shul superstar. She babysits and she helps with children's activities. She was a superstar on the basketball court, the indoor soccer court, and a member of our track team, and a wonderful participant in my davening group and Yeshiva University Stern College, is getting ready for a powerhouse.
Joshua Cohn, son of Dr. Shari Cohn and Dr. Philip Cohn.
Josh played baseball for BT. He was the team captain and a club team member as well. He played basketball and was involved in many clubs, and he too is going to take the University of Maryland Business School by storm.
Rebecca Cohen, daughter of Dr. Shari Cohn and Dr. Philip Cohn.
Rebecca excelled on and off the field. She was a softball, volleyball, and basketball player, a chair of the Tikkun Olam Committee, a member of NHS and APAC, involved in the Community Teen Service Council and the Associated Teen Giving Circle, and she'll be at the University of Maryland Honors Program, another one of my girls.
Madison Freedman, daughter of Rachel and Stephen Freedman.
Madison enjoys playing tennis and pursues her interests in photography. She loves hanging out with her friends and grandparents. We remember her well from her early days at Beth Tfiloh and are thrilled to see what a lovely young woman she has become, and Lynn University is going to be fortunate to have her.
Gaia Freedman, daughter of Dror and Reut Freedman.
What a multi-talented young lady. She is also multilingual, a co-chair of our Israel Action Committee at APAC, along with being an NHS and our admissions committee. The community has benefited from her involvement in Diller and STAC and the Teen Service Council, and you should hear her speaking Hebrew. She's going to be at the University of Maryland.
Eli Getz, son of Randy and Stacy Getz.
Not only is this young man a four-sport athlete in basketball and a team captain, he is a soccer, lacrosse, and track player. He was involved in NHS, the admissions committee, the math club, and APAC, and his smile could really melt hearts. He'll be at the University of Michigan, and they are fortunate to have him.
Sophie Getz, daughter of Randy and Stacy Getz. Look how that worked out.
Indeed. You're not going to believe how many twins we have in this class.
Yes,
it's really amazing. But I don't call Sophie Getz a twin because she's her own young woman. She is a thoughtful and caring young woman. She excelled on our swim team and volleyball court, also involved in NHS and APAC and our admissions committee. And she is a heart-filled young woman. She'll be at Tulane University.
Samantha Goldberg, daughter of Howard Goldberg.
Is that a smile? Samantha's activities reflected her many interests and talents. She's in the Associated Teen Giving Circle, a peer writing advisor. She does crafts for kids, making projects for children in hospitals. She's a Spanish tutor. She's a lifeguard. She's a tennis and lacrosse team player. Multi-talented, multifaceted, and she'll be at Tulane.
Stephen Herman, son of Lane Herman and the late Judy Herman, stepson of Sherry Herman.
Stephen co-chaired our Flags and Maps Committee. He focuses on politics and borders in addition to co-chairing our Rocketry Club, and I had the distinct pleasure of having a rocket launch. Stephen, thank you for allowing me to press that button. It went really high. He was involved in Model UN, APAC, the Debate Club, the Math Club, and he still has time for golf. And he is a wonderful brother and stepbrother. He'll be at the University of Alabama Engineering School.
Ben Kadish, son of Adele Reicher Greenbaum and Craig Kadish, stepson of Michael Greenbaum.
Ben, we love you, even though you went to McDonough. In fact, we love you even more because you still stayed connected to Beth Tfiloh from the years at Beth Tfiloh, early years and on. He spent his high school years getting ready for college. According to Ben, he watched movies and TV. Good life. But he must have watched some good ones because not only that, he made it to film school. This is a talented young man who is going to be at the Tisch School of Film of NYU.
Jacob Kaplan, son of Jill Green and Dan Kaplan.
Remember Jacob way back, in addition to working summers at the JCC and Friends Camp, He did the Climb for Hope, raising money for breast cancer research. A teaching assistant at school, he fostered his engineering in the talents in the Young Engineers Club and the National Youth Leadership Forum for Engineering and Technology. He was an active member of BBYO. He enjoys running track and field. He'll be at the Rochester Institute of Technology with a merit scholarship, and he's planning, I hope, a gap year, a kibbutz in Israel. God willing, Jacob, I hope that they'll let you come.
Aleeza Kerbel, daughter of Uri Kerbel and Michelle Kerbel.
I need to tell you that Aleeza spent a good part of the first part of her senior year correcting my pronunciation of her name. She is Aleeza Kerbel, and she was a chair of our care committee, which shared acts of kindness of our school community. She was on the literary magazine Environmental Club, a leader in NCSY. She'll be at Towson University, where her thought and deep, deep, deep philosophy will certainly add to their program.
Ronen Kerbel, everyone knows that's the way it's pronounced, son of Uri Kerbel and Michelle Kerbel.
He loves to play soccer, and Ronen has coached kids both at BT and the JCC. He's an active participant in NCSY and helped to implement a clothing drive to benefit Hana. And Ronen, we're so glad that you're graduating Beth Tfiloh, even though you had a little bit of a tough time there, and we're glad you're back. And hopefully you'll be at Towson University.
Jason King, son of Cheryl King and Dr. Rod King.
Jason volunteered at Weinberg Park and the Baltimore Humane Society. This talented young man enjoys assembling challenging masterpieces out of Legos, such as the Empire State Building and the World Trade Center. He plays the clarinet and the saxophone, quite a talented young man, and we're thrilled that he's going to Towson State University.
Zach Pearlstone, son of PJ and Karen Pearlstone.
Zach was a leader in so many of our activities, a captain of Model UN, mock trial, president of the APAC Club and co-president of the debate club, admissions committee co-chair, also played in tennis and in soccer. One of the menschiest kids you're going to meet. There's not a time that I pass him that he doesn't ask me how I am. Emory University is really going to be lucky to have you.
Jonny Rosen, son of Alan and Sharon Rosen.
Johnny once passed me and had the chutzpah to think I didn't know who he was. I know who you are, Johnny, darling. And in his career at BT, he played soccer, was the team's captain. He's at basketball and lacrosse. He served as president of NHS and led a successful blood drive, involved in the rocketry and environmental club, a passionate member and advocate for High Lifeline. And in fact, he just picked up this morning an award in the sports award program. I saw him in his mask, but I recognized him anyway. University of Maryland Business School is lucky to have you, Johnny.
Johnny, the last time I saw you, I didn't recognize you. You've come a long way from being a little kid. Shira Seaman, daughter of Sherry Felsher and John Seaman, stepdaughter of Harry Felsher.
Shira has been dedicated to the arts at Beth Tfiloh from the time she's a kid. She was a chair of the Cultural Arts Committee, participated in our plays on and off the set. She sang and sings with Kolenu. She's such an incredibly talented a cappella singer. She was also a member of the National Honor Society, and we are all very appreciative that she spent so many years babysitting on Shabbat, and you have a lot of little teeny fans as well as big fans, and you are really excited about going to the makeup program in New York.
Ethan Traub, son of Lynn and Freddie Traub.
This is one well-rounded member of our student body. He was involved in theater productions while chairing the math club and participating in the environmental club and rocketry club. He was the one who used to come and get me in time for the rocket launch, so I appreciate that he took special attention, and he was really excited to hear that he got into and is going to the Georgia Institute of Technology. They are so lucky to have him.
Rafi Weiner, son of Paul and Dr. Simone Weiner.
Our Rafi was in the school jazz band. He played saxophone. His school was a magnet law and public policy school, which got him involved in participating in Princeton and Maryland University Model Congress. Remember him well as a little kid. He's not a little kid anymore, and he'll be going to the University of Maryland.
Samantha Weiner, daughter of Scott and Debbie Weiner.
This young lady was involved in theater and musical productions, sang in Kolenu, a member of the admissions committee, and played lacrosse. But I would say to you that as a shining star, you could find her at the firehouse. She is a dedicated volunteer, and she has served her community as an EMT with the utmost of dedication. In fact, even during this entire COVID time, she has spent her time at the firehouse helping other people. She's going to be at the Stevenson University nursing program. That is the best profession I can think of for you, Samantha, because truly you are a giver and a healer.
Ella Wohlberg, daughter of Andrew Wohlberg and Liz Wohlberg.
I think, Rab, you might want to take this one, don't you think?
I know this one. Well, first of all, Dr. Schorr, you know her. She does something with you she's never done with me. She davens with you.
She does, and you should hear her say Tehillim.
But let me tell you something. Any grandparent would be proud and thrilled to have a granddaughter like Ella. Enthusiastic, determined, loyal, just an absolute sheer joy to be with. And if you think that sounds good coming from me, you should hear how Sherry talks about her. She is just a great love of our life, and we are thrilled that she had a Beth Tfiloh High School to go to.
Well, you should hear how I talk about her. Because even though I'm not her biological grandmother, I feel like I'm the unbiological grandmother of all of these children. And Ella was the other hand that was clapping when Ilanit showed up at my door. So Ilanit and Ella are my two bookends, and a heart of gold is what I would say she has. She was a contributor to our school community as a leader throughout. She played JV sports, was editor of the school paper. She was co-chair of the admissions committee. She was on the mock trial team. She co-chaired the book club and was a member of NHS, pretty shabby. And we're very, very pleased that she's going to the University of Maryland.
Last but certainly not least, Shoshana Zysman, daughter of Avi Zysman and Michonne Zysman.
Our mini minion kids were so lucky to have Shoshana Shabbat mornings as their babysitter. Truly dedicated to our BT Shul community, and at school we're happy to have had her involved in literary magazine, in golf, in swimming, and volleyball. Another one of my girls, and her thinking is what got her through our early morning conversations, deep and perceptive thoughts. She's going to be going to the College of Worcester, and I just want to say about every single one of these children. Rabbi, you mentioned that Ella is a joy to be around. Each one of them have become incredible human beings, Menschy kids, connected to Judaism, connected to Beth Tfiloh, and connected to each other. We are so blessed to have them as Beth Tfiloh kids.
We certainly are, and I want to mention to you, Dr. Schorr, on Zoom, each one of the girls is gorgeous. Each one of the boys are so handsome.
Right.
Is that what they're like in person? Because
when they get dressed up.
Well, they come from beautiful families, and they give us something that's so hard to get these days, and that's nachas, genuine Yiddish nachas. And we do this just to let them know how much we cared about them and will continue to care about them. They're part of the family forever. To help remember us, we're going to give all of them a gift, a book that is called Justice on the West Bank, written by Yonah Bob. Yonah Bob is a foreign affairs correspondent and expert and legal affairs expert for the Jerusalem Post newspaper, and is a graduate of Beth Tfiloh. So we have a lot to look forward to in terms of the nachas you're going to be giving all of us as well. We want to thank Sherry Brownstein, who put in so much time to make this all happen. And we thank Rena Golaskov for making everyone, including me, look so good. And to all of our graduates, let me just say, we hope you grow to be a source of pride and nachas to your family, friends, and to all Israel.
Rabbi, remind them. Rabbi, remind them. Once you're BT, always BT.
Like it or not, you're ours forever.
Forever.
Take care now.